guys, good evening. It is 7 o'clock, or just a couple seconds until. Like to be aware of your time and my time, so we are going to get started right in just a minute. But welcome to tonight's meeting. We're going to talk about futures. If you haven't heard about futures before, then this is your opportunity, right? I know most of you have been trading for a while, maybe trading with me, maybe trading with others. Maybe you've heard of futures and don't know too much about it and want to learn. It is something that I've been working on really the past month here. And like always, I want to provide value to you guys as my team and to those of you that are interested. So I'm going to share what I've learned, what I'm doing, and what you can do fairly easily, and how it can benefit you all with, again, futures. It's just similar, very similar to Forex, what we've been doing. The charts are kind of the same. You're still looking at candlesticks. You're still looking at different movements of the market. The market times are similar. Terminology is similar, a little bit different. We'll go through some of that. This webinar will take about 2 hours. I'm hoping I can get it done a little bit earlier. There's a lot of information to cover. And once we get through with this, we will be starting our classes again next week, and I'll be covering some more futures with you guys, with my strategies, what I'm looking at, how I'm reading the market, and how I'm able to make money and help you guys get funded, right? We've talked about prop firms in the past, and you guys have tried some prop firms before. I know some of you guys have with Forex and trying to get US 30 to pass them, and it's difficult, but I've found a way with futures. It's fairly easy so far. Again, as I'm going through this process and allowing and sharing it with you, in my opinion, in my experience, it's a little bit easier than Forex to do. And so I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing that, what brokers I'm using to get funded, and how you guys can learn to secure $50,000 or more in funding to gain that leverage for your futures trading. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. We'll start off like normal, and then we'll get right into the presentation for you guys. You know that I stay dreaming on. You know that I got the hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams. You know that I stay dreaming on. You know that I stay dreaming. So I throw these coins in the lily pond, yeah. Throw them in the lily pond, yeah. Throw these coins in the lily pond. Throw them in the lily pond, yeah. Throw them in the lily pond, yeah. All right, guys. Let me. Oop. You know that I stay dreaming. I want to get back to my. You know that I stay dreaming on. Of course, it's got it on loop. Sorry, guys. You know that I stay dreaming after home in a lily pond. Sorry about that. All right. Guys, my risk disclaimer, as always, I am not a financial advisor. All content from this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Trading Forex, futures, and options involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change without notice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Only trade with money you're willing to risk losing. Please consult your personal financial advisor if you have any questions before investing or beginning to trade. Again, I will share what I'm doing with my own trading. Again, this is for educational and entertainment purposes. This is not for you to invest your money with me. I don't touch your money. I don't take your money. I don't do anything with your money, but this is for you guys to learn what I am doing to see if it's something that interests you that you can do on your own. And again, all the risk is yours if you decide to get into trading Forex or futures or options with me. All right. So let's get into our presentation here. All right. So again, we are going to be discussing futures tonight. We're going to go over the futures playbook that I have, and again, what I am doing, what I've learned over the past month or so, and how I am working towards, getting funded. How you can do it too using these prop firms for futures. Again, it's similar to Forex in my experience. It's a lot easier. And again, we'll just get into it. This presentation is going to last a little bit. It is recorded, and I will put it on YouTube and share it with you guys also. All right. All right. Our futures playbook. Again, if you don't know me, my name's Anthony Rain. Again, we're going to go over mastering futures trading and learning how to secure $50,000 or more in funding. Okay. What are futures? A futures contract, right? Futures are contracts. There's a little bit different than Forex, where you're in there and you're just trading the currencies one for one, right? One currency against another. This is a little bit different. This is a regulated industry, futures. You are basically buying a contract and selling the contract at a later time. Okay, so a futures contract is a legal agreement and obligation to buy or sell a particular commodity, asset, or security at a predetermined price at a specified time in the future. And I know that's kind of complicated, but we'll get into it as we go, and it'll kind of make sense for you. Okay. There are tradable futures contracts for almost any commodity imaginable, such as grain, livestock, energy, currencies, and even securities. Okay. These are standardized contracts traded on the futures exchange, a marketplace between buyers and sellers. Buyers agree to buy a given quantity of securities or commodities and have the option to take delivery on a specific expiration date. The sellers agree to provide it. Right. The futures market can be used by many kinds of financial players, including investors and speculators, as well as companies that actually want to take physical delivery of a commodity or supply it. What we're doing is we're not going to do any of the actual delivery of commodities, right? Again, this is all online trading futures. You're buying a contract. It's like the old saying, buy low, sell high. You're going to buy a contract at a lower price, expecting that price to go higher. And then when it goes higher, you're going to sell that and you're going to make the money in between. That's all you're doing, because people will buy it at the higher price from you, knowing that it may still go higher and they can still get money out of it versus where you bought it from. So you're buying at a low price, selling it at a higher price to somebody who believes it's going to continue to go up and they can make more money, or maybe buy it at the set price that you're selling it at so it doesn't go up anymore and they can still have it at that price that they want in the future. So again, a little bit different than Forex. Okay. Different types of markets. So again, you can trade almost anything on futures. It's pretty exciting. Equities, right? And if you guys are familiar with your Forex, right? The S&P 500 we've talked about numerous times. NASDAQ, which is what I trade here on futures, and we'll go through that a little bit. The Russell 2000, the Nikkei, US 30, right? Commodities like crude oil, natural gas, heating oil. Metals, we've done metals before in Forex: gold, silver, copper, platinum. Agriculture, corn, you can do futures on corn, right? You buy a contract at a certain price that corn's going to go up or down, and based on that price, right, you can make money by selling that contract to somebody. Soybeans, wheat, lean hogs, live cattle, right? Also foreign exchange, you can also do foreign exchange currency on here: the euro, the yen, the pound, the dollar, any of that. So if you hear my son in the background, he's with me this evening, so he likes to talk. All right, so how does futures contract work? Here's an example. So a gold mining company expects to extract 500 ounces of gold over the next year and have it ready for delivery in 12 months. The current spot price of gold is $1,900 per ounce. Okay, so right now it's $1,900. They're expecting to take out 500 ounces, right, in the next year. So if the mining company believes gold prices will increase, they might decide not to lock in a price now, right? Because they're going to want it to go higher before they sell it. If they buy the contract at it now, they're going to have to sell it for $1,900. Yeah, right. That's when you get in, and that's why people will want to buy this contract from you, because you're buying it at $1,900 now, expecting maybe in a year the price is going to go up, right? So next line, if they think the $1,900 is a good price and don't expect the price to increase, they may want to secure the selling price by entering into a futures contract. By entering into this contract, 5 contracts for in this example is one contract is for 100 ounces, right? So they need 5 contracts to cover all 500 that they're expecting over the next year. The gold mining company agrees to deliver the 500 ounces of gold in a year and is guaranteed to receive $950,000, which is the price now that you're offering now in this contract. So $1,900 times the 500 ounces is $950,000, right? But if they believe the price is going to increase, they may not want to buy into that now or get that contract now. They may wait because price is going to go higher. They'll get more than their $950,000 later. But if they think it's going to stay the same or decrease, right, maybe they want to lock in that price, because maybe in a year from now, price of gold's only $1,500 per ounce. They can still sell it at that $1,900 an ounce because you locked into that contract with them for that $1,900 an ounce for that $950,000. So they receive the price per ounce regardless of the spot market prices at the time. Okay. Again, I know this is kind of confusing. This is just the background on how futures contracts work. Once you get into my son Logan, he's excited about futures as well. But once you get into this and we start the actual trading process, this part won't matter as much. It's just for background so you guys have an understanding. Okay. When can you trade futures? So now we start talking about the trading piece. Okay. Monday to Friday. So it's again similar to Forex trading, Monday to Friday. The Globex is what they call the futures market. So it's Globex and it's based out of Chicago, actually, not New York, right? The futures market and it's regulated is out of Chicago. So a little bit different, but they close at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. The cash close at 4:15 p.m., right? Both open again at 6 p.m. So it's only closed for an hour a day, right? So it's really 24 hours you can trade, similar to Forex again, but it does close for that 1 hour in the afternoon where you can't trade, but it opens up again at 6, which is our time, 3 p.m., right? So from 2 to 3 p.m., you can't trade, which is fine. That's kind of like the Asian market start time anyway. Saturdays, all future markets are closed. Sunday afternoons, again, similar to Forex, the Globex opens at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. our time, so you can begin trading again. The times above, right, is unless it's during a holiday, of course. Some futures markets may have different timings. Make sure you confirm that before you start your trading. And most of the brokers will have information on there where you can go and it'll give you the times, right? So global market start sessions, it's very similar. You're trading with the same markets that we trade Forex in, right? New York time starts at what? 9:30 a.m., 6:30 our time. The Asian market is 7 p.m. Eastern time. London is 3 a.m., so midnight our time, right? It's all the same times because that's when the market's moving. That's when people are doing their trading, even though the times of the Globex is a little bit different. Right. So if trading through a prop firm, please check the hours that you're allowed to trade. With Top Step, you can trade from 6 p.m. Eastern to 4:10 p.m. Eastern, right? All positions must be closed before 4:10 p.m. And that, in fact, they'll start to flatten out your positions. Flattening out means close everything. Close your stop loss, close your orders, close your contracts, everything you have, they're going to flatten it and close it out. And wherever the price is at that time, they're going to close it. So there's not a lot of like carryover, like in Forex where you can carry it over and pay like a swap fee or something like that overnight. No, they close you out every day in the afternoon at the same time. Okay. Thank you. All right, best times to trade futures. Again, 7 p.m. The Asian markets start to open with news and events. This is a big one. It's a little bit different. Futures is more tradable. I guess there's a lot more volume in the Asian market in futures versus Forex. You know, sometimes you get in Forex and you get in the afternoon and markets are real slow, not a lot of movement there. But again, Asian markets are pretty good for futures. Right, we got the Frankfurt, the German stock exchange opens at 2 a.m. That one is okay. It's not as big as London. London, again, we know 3 a.m. Is a good one. So that's midnight, right? That's why we go by midnight pips around here because that's when we like to really start seeing a lot of that movement. Right, the time creates many opportunities to get on hand with the trend and can be the higher low recession in the market that's continuing a trend. Okay, 5:30 a.m. Is around the time when you're going to start to see a decrease in volatility, which some traders call the London doldrums. That's right before the 6:30. Well, not here. This is Eastern time, but a couple hours before the opening of the New York Stock Exchange, right? The New York market, because when New York market opens at 9:30, that's when things start moving again. Then you get that overlap of London and New York, and you get volatility like crazy, and that's the best time to trade. So 7 a.m. to 9:30, again, this is a pre-market trading period for U.S. stocks. Important economic data and released around that time, and traders position themselves accordingly. 10 a.m. is the first half hour of the New York session, right? They often see a significant price movement. Again, this is when there's overlapping between the London exchange and the New York exchange and volatility, and things are moving. I mean, the candles are moving so fast, but it's a very good time to trade during this time. 11:30, this is 30 minutes before the London session closes and can be often a time of increased volatility as traders close out positions. Got that on there twice. From 1 to 2 p.m., this is post lunchtime where price action can lead to stop runs and trading resumes after lunchtime hours, again, with the Asian market and when they're getting in, right? And then 3 to 4 p.m., this is the power hour. This is the final hour of New York session where volumes can increase and traders find themselves looking for overnight period or the next day's trading. That means just means they're looking for that 6 p.m. start time and looking for what their next day of trading is going to be like. Okay. Different market information, the S&P 500. Now you're going to see some things when you start looking. You're going to find these things that are called E-minis or micros. Those are the different transactions and how much each contract unit is worth. And we'll talk a little bit about those. But E-mini S&P 500, the E-mini NASDAQ, again, that's the one that I trade on, the 100 there. And it has trading times, crude oil, gold, just different market informations for when you guys are looking at trading. Again, very similar to Forex if you're familiar with Forex trading. Okay. So trading futures contracts. So futures contracts can be traded purely for profit as long as the trade is closed before the expiration. So if you go long, long is like a buy position, right? You're expecting the market to go up, so you're going to go long on a futures contract. You're buying a contract, expecting the price to go higher, so you can sell it for a higher price. If you go short, a futures contract, you're selling a contract, expecting the price to go lower, so you can buy it for a lower price. Okay, so here's an example of the S&P 500. In August and September, the futures contracts are trading at 4,500 points, right? That's the market level, 4,500. Each point on the ES contract is worth $50. So if a trader believes that the S&P 500 index will rise before the contract expires in September, they could buy the contract at 4,500 points. This gives them control of the one E-mini S&P 500 futures contract, which is valued at $225,000. And again, these are numbers I know look crazy, but you'll see soon. So 4,500 points, $50 per point. However, they don't need to pay the full $225. Instead, the broker requires initial margin payment, typically a few $1,000s for each contract, and we'll get into that. Again, you're not paying thousands of dollars to get into a contract. Most of this is just information on the background of futures and how they work. But when you're trading through the way I'm going to show you, you don't need that. We get leverage. We trade off of leverage. The final profit or loss as a trade is realized and the trade is closed. In this case, if the trader sells a contract at 4,600 points, they make $5,000. Alternatively, if the price drops to 4,400 points, they close out their position, they lose $5,000. Again, it's based on points, right? It's just based on pips, the same movements, and we'll go through that as well. Okay. So here's how the fees work. And so your pips are your tick sizes in here. So how many movements they go. 1 point is in the NASDAQ, you can see here in the middle is 0.25 tick size. So every tick size is $5. So when I trade NASDAQ, every 1 point that it goes up, it's worth $20, right? So every tick it goes up, it's going to be worth $5. Okay. So on the S&P 500, you had a 0.25 tick size, same thing, but the value is $12.50. So $12.50 times 4, because you're going to look one tick size for 1 point, is going to be $50. That's what they were talking about in the last example. The Dow, which is your US 30, is 1 tick size, and that's $5, right? Again, because it's so volatile, it's going to move more than a quarter of a tick, right, as it's moving through. Euro, if you want to trade Forex, right, you can see the size here, 0.0005, it's a 625. Crude oil right there, and gold also. So you want to utilize your practice account with TopStep. I am going to go over TopStep. It's one of the brokers that I use. But again, they make it very easy to do trading. But again, these are the amounts and how the dollars are earned when you start seeing the movement in the market. Okay. The DOM ladder. This is something new for people when you're trading. So this is just a way that they looked at the depth of market, right? That's what it's called, the depth of market ladder. It really shows real-time order book data displaying the buy and sell orders for specific security at different price levels. So these are all the different price levels you can see over here on the right. The red, right, it has every tick point, 0.75, 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 0.0, right? Every quarter of a point that it goes up, right? And then every 4 points is going to equal your $50 if you're looking at the S&P 500, right? Which we talked about. So one tick, one from a 0.75 to a 0.0 or a 0.25 to a 0.5 is $12.50. Okay. So this is also where traders place, modify, cancel their orders. I don't even use this. I use just the regular market inserts, market entries. Okay. It displays your price. The left side is going to represent all the sell orders, the lowest price at which sometimes are willing to sell, right? Which is your best ask price. An asking price is usually going to look when you're looking to sell. Right side is the buyer side, which is when you're willing to buy, it's going to be the best bid price. All right, so you got your bid and your ask price. Again, I don't even use those. I use market price. It's a lot simpler. But again, I want to make sure you guys have all the information. So when you guys are looking at this later, it'll all make sense. It all kind of comes together as it has for me. Yes, Logan, this is information. Yes. The spread is the gap between the bid and the ask price. Again, it works a little bit different than forex spread. It's like you're not paying the spread difference. In forex, when you start out, you're starting in a negative, right? Because you're going against the spread. You've got to pay for that spread before it makes its markup and then passes the point of entry, and then you start making money. Well, in futures, you don't. As soon as you enter, and if it starts going up above your entry line, you're making money. As soon as it starts going down, right, you're losing money, or vice versa. So again, a little bit different the way the market acts, but a lot simpler in my opinion, in my experience over the past couple weeks that I've been doing this for you. Order types. So different types of orders in the market, right, that you're going to place. Market order, that's what I use. Orders guarantee immediate execution. I just go in, I click the button, it starts my timer, right? But not a specific price. Potential for price slippage exists due to differences between the order price and the actual filled price, which means, again, if I'm going in, it's when I hit my execute my order and it's showing that I'm up $100. If I click the button to close out at $100, I may get 75 or I may get 125, depending on that tick price, right? That's in there when I close and the actual order gets filled. So just because you hit the button, there is a little bit, and it's seconds really, but a time delay in there, because they're taking your order off of the market now and they're putting it out there for someone to buy it. Someone actually has to buy that contract that you just created to fill that price so you get your $100. Okay. Limit orders. You guys are familiar with limit orders. We've done those, in the past. You set a limit and to say, hey, when price reaches this point, I want it to start my timer, right? Start my ticker. So limit orders aim to execute a trade at a specific price or better. The trade will only occur if the asset's price meets or betters the limit price. So profit target order, right? Limit order. It's used to exit a trade when a particular profit level is reached. So again, it's like your TP, right? So you set your TP. You set your stop loss, same kind of concept as you're trading forex. Okay, so if you purchase a contract at 7725 with a profit target of 7825, right, an order will be placed to sell when the price hits 7825, right? That's your take profit. Stop loss orders, either limit or market, that executes when an asset hits the preset price, serving to limit the potential loss. So yes, when you enter your orders, you can enter the stop loss to make sure if it only goes down. You only want to risk your 1 to 3%. Same thing as your forex. You want to have a good risk management profile when you guys are trading. So you want to use your stop loss. Bracket orders. Those are limit the loss and lock in profit by encompassing an order with two offsetting orders. Now, this is similar to what we've done in the past with, our group in IME and our US 30 trades. So our US 30 trades, we set one for a buy and one for a sell. US 30 goes either way. It starts, right, that order. Same thing in here. You can do the exact same thing. And you have OCO. So one cancels the other. As soon as the one order starts, it automatically cancels the other order and continues with the one order. So you don't have to go in and take out, right, and delete the other order, delete the sell order when it's ordered as a buy and it's going in the buy direction. No, this one automatically does that for you, right? And then trailing stop order, stop loss order that moves with the market price. So trails your stop. You can set those automatically, so it will automatically follow. So if you want to leave something in for a long term over a period, a couple hours, and it's going in this direction and it's making you money, you can set your trailing stop to follow you, or to follow that market as it goes up. And then if the market does a quick turn and comes back down, it hits your stop loss, which should already be in profit, right? So you don't have to do as much management as you have in Forex, where you're sitting there watching the market, or you have to go in and manually move your trailing stop in order to follow. So again, a lot easier than what we've been taught and what we've learned in Forex. And again, this is a regulated market, right? Futures, you're actually dealing with contracts behind the scenes. So again, it's not like a bunch of weird offshore brokers are going to come in and cancel you out or not allow you to trade with them. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the brokers. So we're going to talk about TopStep first. TopStep is one that I first started with. I have two brokers that I use. I'm going to go over a little bit of both of them, but mostly TopStep here because it's one of the easier ones. So you're going to choose your account size. So this is how you start getting funded, because again, you can go into the broker and you can put your own money in and trade with that. But why do that? Let's use other people's money. Let's use their power and their leverage to gain us money, right? That's what we're here for. We want to learn how to trade. Let's use other people's money. So let's look at the middle one. I know $50,000 is great. We'll just look at $100,000. $100,000 prop firm, right? Or $100,000 account through TopStep, right? Right now, the monthly price is $99, and we'll get into the monthly prices and why it's monthly and how that works as well. But $99 to get in, you pay. I've lost more than $99 in a trade on Forex before. So $99 for a whole month to pass your challenge, if you will, to earn $100,000 in leverage is fantastic. $99 to get in. Your profit target is $6,000, 6%. So when you go from 100,000, you need to make 600,000 to pass your challenge, and then your account is live, and you can start using that to make money, right? Maximum position size is 10 contracts. So your contracts are kind of like your lot size, right? And we'll go over that. So again, one contract, like we looked before, if it goes up one tick, it was $5. Well, if you do 5 contracts and it all moves up one tick, now it's 5 times 5, so now it's $25 that it's moving up. Does that make sense? Okay, so contract size, and again, depending on your contract size, if you got 10 contracts, I would only recommend that you don't do any more than 3, maybe 30% of your total contracts. And then this does have a loss limit, which is $3,000. So if you start off with $100,000 and it goes down to $97,000, you're kicked out of the account and you can't use it. You need to reset the account. And TopStep has a program where it'll give you where you can reset it for like half price the first time. So it costs you $40, $45 or whatever, $50, and they'll reset it and then you can start over again. Or you have to wait until the next month where they're going to bill you that $99 again at the beginning of the month. Yeah, I know, $99 a month is a lot, huh? For you. So $99 again, you're going to get in. It'll rebill you at the beginning of the month, and then you're able to get in again. So it's going to bill you $99 a month, but at the bottom, you can see all traders pay a one-time activation fee per account upon passing. So once you get that $6,001 and you pass your account, you pay the $149, and now your account is active and live, and you can start making your real money out of it. And the same for all the account sizes. So even if you're the $50,000, it's still $149 to pass. 150, they've got $250,000 accounts, right? And they just have different parameters on it. So again, pay $99, get your 6,000, and then you get into a live account. And we'll go over a little bit more. So let's talk about $100,000 buying power with TopStep and just a walkthrough with it. Your objective, right? So you want to reach and maintain that $6,000 profit target, right? Your best day cannot be greater than 50% of your total profits, meaning you can't just go in on one day and do $6,000 and be like, okay, I'm it. No, they don't like that. They want to see that you are showing consistency and that you're a trader, that again, you're going to go in daily, right? Because they're leveraging this money because eventually they're going to want to share this with you, right? So you'll make your withdrawals, and then with Top Step, it's a 90-10 split. So you keep 90% of the profit, they take 10%. They're going to want to ensure that you're going to help make them money, and that you're not just going to be a fly-by-night swing right one day and get lucky, and then they're giving you $100,000 in leverage that you're just going to lose the next day. So again, if you're looking for $6,000, your best day cannot be more than $3,000. So if you see that ticker going up in your first day and it's at $2,900, you should probably stop and get out and just leave it and go in the next day, do another $2,900 and get it on your third day, and pass your challenge there. Okay. Did not hit or exceed the $2,000 daily loss limit on your account, or it'll be deactivated for that trading day. So it has an automatic loss limit, right? 3,000 was the most. 3,000, you lose your whole account and they stop and you got to reset. But $2,000 a day, if you lose 2,000, they kick you out for the day. Now at 6 p.m. when the day starts over again, it'll allow you to get back in and start trading again. But it's going to kick you out because, again, that is an automatic loss limit for you to keep you from exceeding or from having all that drawdown. Okay, now here's a couple of rules. So don't let your account balance hit or go below the 97,000, excuse me. Again, that's your kickout price, right? That's a $3,000 base that you have from $100,000 contract. You go to 97,000, they're going to kick you out. You have to reset it or wait till the next month and start again. Okay. Do not exceed your maximum position size. So again, there's 10 contracts in the $100,000 account, right? Again, I would only recommend trading 3, maybe 4 contracts per trade with this size. You're only trade permitted products during permitted time, right? So again, whichever time frames that are on for which products you're trading, you can only trade those. But again, everything's open at those times. My recommendation, again, do not trade more than a third of your maximum position size. The dogs and the kids are going wild tonight. All right, guys. So here's the maximum loss limit. We'll talk a little bit about that. So Top Step has an advantage of over a lot of other funding companies, which is why I started with them. I thought it was a good deal. Since it calculates the maximum loss limit at the end of the day, so not while you're trading. So maybe while you're trading, you do go under that $2,000 or that $3,000, but the next trade you make it back up and it puts you back over. It doesn't kick you out automatically as soon as you hit that loss limit. It's going to keep on going until the end of the day, which is 4 p.m., right? 4 p.m. each day. So that gives you the time to go back in, make up your loss before it kicks you out. So I think that's really great too, right? Because it doesn't calculate your maximum loss until the end of the trading day. Okay, so you can exceed the threshold intraday, but by the end of the day, your account has to be above that $97,000. What happens if your rules violated? We talked just a little bit about briefly. The account will become ineligible for funding due to your success criteria not being met, right? So you have to go into Top Step and you click the little button that says reset the account. It'll bring up another order page for you, and you'll have to fill out the order to trade again. So if you're on the 1st or 2nd of the month, you blow the account and you want to continue trading for the month, you can go and reset the account. It costs you about half price, about $45-50 to get in, or wait until the next month. You got to wait all the way until the 1st of August to get back in and start all over again, right? Because they'll charge you the $99 and then you can get in and start trading again. So if you ordered your failed account to be ineligible for funding, you need to reset the account, which will cost you, right, whatever it is for every reset, with the first reset being half price, right, 50% off. And there's no limit. If you blow your account every day and you want to reset every day, you can. It's just going to cost you the money to do it. But it's still cheaper than blowing an account and losing it in Forex, right? You pay your $50, you get back in, you're ready to go. And as long as you're consistent, you can make that money back up fairly quickly. Okay. You can also reset your account manually, even if you haven't broken any of the rules, but are down in the trading and want to restart again. So maybe you're just having bad luck. And yes, absolutely. You can start with demo, Tamara. So there are demos on all of these brokers. I actually would insist that you start on your demos, just like Forex, right? We want to make sure that you guys are getting used to trading and used to doing things. So yes, please use a demo, and they all have demos. So on here, you go in and you click down and it will show your account number. You just click down and put practice, and then it allows you to do practice. And I think I may have one of my accounts up. I'll show you that here shortly. Okay. So the express funded account, once you get you meet your trading combine, or you meet the goal, and you get your $3,000 or $6,000, right, and now you're funded, you're becoming a funded account, your monthly subscription goes away. So instead of paying $99 a month, that goes away now, but you have to pay the $149 activation fee. So you pay the $149 instead of the $99, and now you have a live trading account, right? They're giving you $100,000 in trading leverage, so you can go and you can trade in this futures contracts. Okay. You'll also receive a refund of your last trading combine monthly payment when you get your first payout. So once you reach that 106 and you're starting to trade, and I would recommend waiting till it gets to 107 or higher, you take the $1,000 out, they're going to give you back your $100. How awesome is that? Because you're going to get your monthly payment back. So again, there's so many ways to win here. There's not a lot of ways to lose. They're not just out here taking your money. That's really pretty good deal, right? So the express funded account is where you can start taking real life payouts, right? So while you're in your combine, that's just showing them that you can execute trades and that you can be consistent and make 6% on an account in a month, and then they give you the slide thing. But once they do that, now you're in real life payout time. Okay, so you can receive access to the account 1 to 2 business days after submitting your contract. That means you got to sign the thing that says, yes, I agree to take a live account, and yes, I'm funded now, and I'll be careful with your money type of thing, right? And there will be no monthly fee. So again, your monthly fee goes away, that $99 a month, right? And you can trade for free after you pay that $149, that activation fee, as long as you don't violate the rules, as long as you don't blow the account. Pretty good. So if you violate any of the rules on the express funded account, you'll have to start again and pass the trading combine. So you go back to paying the $99 a month. You got to make your $6,000 out of your $100,000, and then you got to pay $149 activation fee again, and then you can start trading with the funded account. Okay. Even though you can open unlimited trading combines, this part's important, and this is why futures is amazing. This line right here does it all. Even though you can open unlimited trading combines, meaning you can have 3, 4 accounts open, you can only have up to 5 funded accounts active at a point in time. 5 active accounts. So if you go and you get 5 trading combines and you trade them all, and they all get $6,000, and you pay the $149 on each of them, and you get them all funded, you have 5 accounts that you can trade with. That's $500,000 worth of leverage that you're trading with each month. $500,000. So let's say each month you make what, 10%, right? That's $10,000 times 5. That's $50,000 a month that you just earned in leverage from using their money for $99. It costs you $99 to get, right, $10,000 or more. That's 10%. I'm recommending you get 1% a day, and we'll go through that later. But 1% a day in a month, there's 20 trading days ish. If you get 1% a day, that's 20%. If you're on a $100,000 account, that's $20,000. What if you have 5 of those? You guys do math quickly? That's $100,000 a month from using somebody else's money that only costs you $99. Where are you going to get? You can't do that in Forex. We'll move forward. That is the amazing line about futures and what caught my attention when I started researching this. All right. Lastly, the express funded account rules are calculated the same trading combine rules. The only thing added is a scaling plan, which means when you start making more money, you have to use more contracts. Okay, so I think we'll go over that next. Okay, the scaling plan. So lots equal your contract, right? Your lot size, those are your contracts. Based on the end of day account balance, right? This is when you have your funded account, not the combine, not your challenge account, but your actual funded account. When you go above a certain number, we'll use a $100,000 account in the middle again. If you're over $103,000, right? They want you to use all 10 lots, 10 lot sizes. So your money's going to move up a lot quicker than when you were using 3 lots, right? Because now 10 lots again is $50 per per tick instead of the $5 per tick. So every tick that goes, it's going to start moving fast, and you're going to start seeing money move a lot faster. So once you get above that 103,000, that's what becomes a little bit more risky, right? So you have to know how to trade. You've got to be able to know the markets. You have to have good risk management, because that 50 pips or $50 tick size will add up pretty quickly. Okay. Note, you're not required to trade the maximum number of contracts, just don't surpass it. Okay. So again, right, you can use up to the number of contracts shown on the right for the next day. You just want to make sure you're not passing those lot sizes. Payout. How do you get your money? So again, I've been talking about making 100,000 a month, 10,000 a month, whatever. Let's talk about how you actually get it. And this is pretty amazing payout policy they have too. You will receive 100% of the profits from payouts. So earlier I told you 90-10. We'll get to that, but 100% of the profits up to $10,000. So your first $10,000 that you take out from, they're going to give you all $10,000. Pretty exciting, right? They're not going to take their split. They're going to give you the 10. After receiving your first 10,000 of funds, the profit split then becomes the 90-10. Okay, with the trader receiving 90% of payouts and Top Step receiving 10% of the requested payout. You can request a payout up to 50% of the account balance after accumulating 5 winning trading days, right? A winning day is counted when the daily is $200 or more. So every day that you get $200, again, this is the consistency factor, consecutive 5 days in a row, $200, $200, $200, they're going to show that you're consecutive. You can request 50% of your account balance. So if you're over that 106, say you have 116,000, meaning you have $10,000 over that 6,000 that you're available to withdraw, you can request half of that, $5,000. When you request that $5,000, because it's under the first 10,000, you get 100% of that, $5,000 for free, right? Or for your work. Okay. So this is required for each payout request. So you can have the approximate up to 4 payouts per month, right? So because you need 5 days in a row showing that you're winning. So once you take out that first 5,000, in order to take out the next 5,000, you have to win again the next 5 days in a row, $200 each day. Hopefully this makes sense for you, and we can go over more in detail later. But again, if you do that, again, that's a 1 week, 5 days. You do 5 days, that means you can get up to 4 payouts per month. 4 payouts. And if you're doing 1% a day, you're making $5,000 a week, right? You can take out $5,000 a week, which again, you'll get 90% of that. So after 30 days of $200 or more, you'll be eligible for up to 100% payout. So after you do the 30 days consistently, $200 a day, showing that you're trading right, now you're eligible to take out the 100. So if you've got $10,000 in there, you can take the 100% of that out, all $10,000 out, and you can take that out anytime, right? So after you unlock that, you can take out your payout anytime, any day. So if you're making $10,000 a day and you want your 10,000, take it out. Right? Isn't that exciting? It's amazing. Here's my recommendation from Rain. Do not withdraw anything until you're above the maximum loss limit, right? So for a $100,000 account, you can withdraw $500 if your account's 106.5, right? This is a safer way for you not to fail your account. Yeah, fire. Amazing. That's why this futures thing, I'm like, crazy. I've got to figure this out. I've got to get into it and see what this is all about. And again, that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. Okay. Love to give you guys value. Love to teach you. Love to share everything I'm doing with you guys. And again, hopefully it makes sense. Live markets. So when Top Step determines that a trader, right, has shown consistent success in the express funded account, the live account, you'll receive an email to transfer to a live funded account, right? That's from your express account to a live funded account. At that time, the express funded account will close in order to transfer funds to an open live account. And even though you can have 3 express funded accounts, and really I think they just changed it to 5, you can only have 1 live funded account active at this point. So you have your express funded account, and then you've got a live funded account. So after you've shown consistency, the live funded account is like an upgraded version, right? So the full balance of the express funded account will be the starting balance of the live funded account. The live funded account begins with the $0 maximum loss limit, right? So that means you can't lose any money. right? The live funded account follows the same policy path as express funded account. So top step risk managers are monitoring the express funded accounts and will reach out to when they believe you should be moved to a live. So all this is saying is, if you're consistently taking out $10,000 a day, they're going to move you into a live funded account because they want you to make money for them, right? They're showing that, hey, you're consistently making money. They're going to move you into live funded to help them make more money, right? That's how they make their money. So this will vary for each trader, be case by case basis. If and when you trade with a live funded account, you'll start to pay monthly data fees from top site. And again, if you're taking out $10,000 a month, monthly data fees aren't going to kill you. But again, this is beyond. This is what happens after you get your express funded account and you're starting to make some money there. I would stay with the express funded account because you can make your money and take it out and do that forever. All right, trading platforms. So there are different trading platforms. They look a little bit different. They do a couple of different things. Quantower is one that I used for Top Step. I like it. It's a little bit different. I think I have it open. I'll show you in a minute. But you have to do some setup things. And if you do decide to go with Quantower, I will go through that with you. I'll help you set it up, help you get things where they need to be. But Quantower is a trading broker. All it is the screen, how the screen looks when you're looking at the charts and placing and ordering your market executions or your trades, your contracts, your futures. TS Trader is powered by Tradeovate. That's the one that I've been using more with my other broker, which is Apex. We'll go through the Apex in a little bit too, but Tradeovate, I like Tradeovate because when you have multiple accounts, it's easy to combine them. So again, what I mean by that is we talked a little bit earlier where you can have 5 accounts at once. With the Tradeovate, the TS Trader, you can lock them together in a group. So where you make one trade, all 5 accounts are trading at the same time. Right. So now let's go back a minute and say, okay, I've got these 5 accounts, $100,000. I don't, each one you would have to go into open trade, open trade, open trade, open trade. No, this one, you have them all linked. You make one trade, all 5 accounts are trading at the same time. So now you can pass all 5 accounts at the same time. And when you get them all 5 passed, right, you pay $149, it becomes a funded account. Now you're trading 5 at once. So yeah, you make 10,000 a day on every account that you have, right? So Tradeovate's amazing. Ninja Trader I haven't used. They have the same type of thing where you can combine accounts and put them in. Tradeovate you can use on mobile. The other 2 you cannot. So that's the other thing. Tradeovate also directly ties into TradingView, which is going to be an important piece. And that's the other piece why I started using them initially. But Tradeovate is the one that I like, and Quantower. Those are the 2 that I use. So, and I can cover both of those with you guys if you decide to go into them. Okay. So just some more information on Top Step. It was the very first funding opportunity for retail traders. They created the space in 2012. So it's been around a long time. They're not going anywhere. Okay. Customer service. They have fully staffed trader support team, right? They'll take your phone calls, emails, chats. They also do WhatsApp. They have a trade desk so you can call in and place or flatten your trades if you need to. Right. Maybe you have something that's running long and you run out of the house and you're not able to get back to the computer and flatten it. You can call them and they will cancel your trade or cut it out right for you, so you're not getting into a loss or drawdown or whatever. Maybe you're on vacation or something. So okay. Most funding companies have an intraday unrealized trailing drawdown, which means you can be up on the day and still violate the rule if you don't close at the right time. So Top Step has an end of day, right? We mentioned that earlier. So trailing drawdown on some other accounts or other brokers, as soon as you hit that minus $3,000, you get down to that 97,000, they cut you out, your account's closed. Well, again, with Top Step, they wait till the end of the day. You can go down to $96,000, but if you make that back up and you get back up to 97,100 by the end of the day, your account's still open. You can trade again the next day, right? So they wait again until the end of the day, 4 p.m. Before they check and cut you out. Okay, so trading drawdown, trading drawdown, which gives traders much more freedom to trade how you want. Top Step has a much less restrictive and simple payout policy, right? Other funding companies have a monthly cap on payouts for the first 3 months or so, where Top Step does not. So again, the payout method that they have that we just went over for Top Step's fantastic. Top Step also offers free one-on-one coaching, right? They've got tips and traders and daily Top Step like a YouTube, so you can go on and their traders talk through futures and how it's trading and what's going on in the market and all of that for free. So one-on-one coaching and executive group classes for free to help you get into your trading plan. So I personally use this broker, and I haven't had any issues with them as I'm trading, as I'm looking to pass my firm. So I haven't passed yet. I'm in the middle. I just started a couple weeks ago, took it slow, and I'm going through right now. But I've got a couple accounts with Top Step and 4 accounts with Apex, and trading them all at the same time. So pretty amazing. Okay. How to get funded and paid with Top Step. Again, here's my rules. Don't trade more than a third of your maximum position size. If your maximum position is 10, only trade 3, maybe 4. If your maximum position is 6, your maximum contract amount, right, is 6, only trade 2, maybe 3. 2 probably better. 100,000 buying power account has a maximum position size of 10. Don't trade more than 3 contracts, right? Have a daily goal. 1 to 5% of your account's profit target. 1%. That's not a lot. $100,000, 1% is only $1,000. Okay, so $100,000 buying power account has a profit target of $6,000. Walk away when you get to $600 or $900 for the day. That means it may take you a week, 7 to 10 days of trading to pass your combine, but you're doing it in 1% increments, right? You can do it in 6 or 7 days. So have your daily goal after you're being funded of also 1 to 5%. 1% a day over a period of 20 a month, right, which is 20-ish trading days, $20,000, right? $20,000, and then you can take that. So crazy. I know most of you guys may be not making $20,000 a month. I wasn't making $20,000 a month at my company. So the math of futures trading based on 252 trading days in the year. Again, there's 252 trading days at $600 a day. That's $151,000 a year. 151,000. That is not a bad job. But who wants to work your job when you can get on this and do this for an hour in the morning and make your $600 a day? Right now, I'll tell you guys, I'm averaging about $800 a day is what I've been averaging. So, not too bad. Again, my goals and my performance is not indicative of what you may get. Trade at your own risk, right? I'm just doing this for entertainment and educational purposes only, and trading my personal experience and in my what I'm doing. But again, 151,000 at 600. 10-point move on NASDAQ, $200 per contract is $600. You just need 10 points, right? 10 pips. Think of it as pips if you're in the Forex mindset. Moves 10 pips, you get $600, you're out. And done for the day. How long does it take to get that? If you're up at 6:30, between 6:30 and 8 a.m. and you're able to trade, you make that within that hour easy. A 4-point move on S&P 500 is $200. You make your 4-point move on S&P. 4 points. I trade NASDAQ. And that's what I'll be sharing with you guys when we do trade. And if you guys are on my classes, we'll be looking at NASDAQ. We can look at other things. We can look at US 30. We can look at S&P. We can look at gold, whatever you guys want. But I trade mostly NASDAQ. It moves a little bit slower than US 30, right? So it's easier to watch the candle, get the candle movement, watch price action, and get in and make your trades. So that's what I use. Okay. The fastest way to get funded with Top Step, they can do it in 2 days, right? The 2-day method I talked about earlier, earning 50% of your goal each day. So if your goal over on the right is a chart for $150,000 account, but $100,000 account, you need to make $6,000. You can make $3,000 the first day, $3,000 second day, bam, you're funded. Okay, that's the fastest way with Top Step. Not recommended, but that's the fastest way. The proper way to get funded, again, 7 to 10 days, consistency, earning 1 to 5% a day, right? Get your $1,000 a day, right? It's easier to do that. Get your $1,000 a day, make it to $6,000, $6,001, and then you're funded. So this would be my recommendation. Here's a payout strategy. Okay, so if your starting account balance is 100,000, this is how you continually, again, I've charted it all up to make it. This is my goal. This is what I'm sharing with you guys. Your goal to grow is to get at least $106,000, right? Before you take the $1, or that's where you're able to take the $100,000 as a, $1 as a payout. Grow to $107,000 so you can take the $1,000 out as your first payout. The reason you want to keep that 106,000 is because remember your stop loss was 97,000. So the 6 plus the 3 gives you a $9,000 kind of buffer zone, if you will, where that's going to allow you to stay in the trades before it kicks you out or before it closes your account. So you never want to go back down past the 106 once you get there. Once you get to 107, take out your $1,000, go have a fantastic dinner or a nice weekend somewhere, and then get back into trading the next week, right? And start off and try to grow that account. The account balance should never get below that 6,000, right? Every time your profit account balance grows by 2.5 times, you're going to withdraw 50% of the balance. And what I mean by that is, right, until you get to the account, which is plus 20%. So here on the chart, you can see it goes to 107. You're going to take out, right, $2,000. It goes up to 113. You're going to take out $5,000, $6,000. Once you're in the $5,000, you're in their payout club, right? This is where you start getting $5,000, $5,000 every week, $5,000, right? Then you're going to want to grow 116, take out 8,000, get it to 120, right? Take out your 500, keep it at 120. Everything else you guys make above 120 for the month, that's what you're going to take out. So you make your 12%, you get up to 132. Take out the $12,000, go back to 120, right? It goes back up, trade again, get back to 132, take out the $12,000, leave it at 120. Now your new bottom buffer zone is $120,000. After $120,000, you're only going to want to take out anything above that every month. All right. Because again, this is going to give you the leverage. It's going to give you the buffer zone before they kick you out. Right. So all of that, again, is you're going to aim for 10% monthly. I'm saying 1% a day. 10% is less than that, to withdraw any profits over and try to maintain that for 3 months. If you maintain that for 3 months, again, and again, that's just one account. I just talked about taking out $12,000 a month on one account. Do it on 5 accounts. That's $60,000 a month. Some people don't make $60,000 a year. There's opportunity here to do it every month. Crazy. And again, I'm just saying these are educational and these are what can be done. Not that they are going to be done for you. Depends on your risk, depends on your trading methods, depend on your discipline, but can be done. Okay. Risk-free method. All right. The risk-free method means that you're going to trim or sell half of your contract at the first stage, was equal to an equal move from your stop loss. So this just means when you're putting in your market execution trade, right? We've talked about this before. You're going to have a TP1 and a TP2. Your TP1, when you hit that level, you're going to move your stop loss to break even, and you're going to cut out you're going to close, half of your trade. That's all it is. So if you're using 4 contracts or 2 contracts, once they get to the middle, right, and they hit that TP1, close to them, let the other 2 go. Worst case is the other 2 come back, they hit your break even and you're done, but you've already made money on the first 2. Okay. So, I mean, that reduces the risk. That's another way for you guys to go in and have the risk management. And I have an indicator that will show you that. It's not my indicator. It's an indicator that I've used from somebody else, but it works for this method. Okay. If you need to use a bracket order for this type of strategy, the bracket orders, again, we talked about, putting your stop loss and your target TP1, TP2, right? We've done that, and you can do that for ups and downs, right? Rules that you must follow, right? Never move the initial stop loss lower. I know sometimes you get in, you're like, well, if I just move the stop loss a little bit lower, it gives me more time. No, you're just going to lose more money. Take your loss and learn to play again, right? As long as you have your stop loss within, the 0.5% or 1%, then that's your loss. You're gonna lose. You're not gonna have winning days every day. Never move the initial first target. That ruins the idea of the risk-free method. So once you set your order entry and your stop loss and your TP1, TP2, don't move them, right? But you can adjust the second target. But your first target and your stop loss have to be equal distance apart. That's what makes it risk-free. Again, you're going to hit your first TP. You're going to move your stop loss up to entry point. Now you're at risk-free trade. Second TP, you can move wherever you want to because that's just bonus. Okay. How you fail your trading combine. Okay. They didn't change that. Should be no risk. But number one, you have no trading plan. These are the best ways to fail your combine and to not pass your challenges. You have no trading plan. If you don't have a trading plan in place, you're not going to win. I just gave you a trading plan. 1% a day, get in, get out, right? You have no risk management. If you're not using risk management, you're not using your stop losses, you're not using trailing stops, you're not getting out once you make your money, right? No risk management, you're going to lose your combine. Okay. You never review your trades. If you're not going back in and looking how you won, how you lost, why you lost, then that's a good way to fail. You need to learn from your mistakes and learn from your wins. Learn from your wins, learn from your losses, your lessons, right? Get your lessons. Hey, I'm not going to do that again. You make sure you go and you become a more consistent trader. You have unrealistic expectations. Now, I know I just set some of those expectations for you, and I apologize for that, but I do want you to get excited about trading futures. So again, can you make $10,000 a month with a futures contract? Absolutely. Right? But don't think you're going to make it in one day. Don't think you're going to make it in 1 week. Don't think you're going to make it. Maybe you're not going to pass your first combine. Maybe it's going to take you 2 or 3 combines to do it. Maybe it's going to take you 2 months to do it. Depends on you. But don't make sure your expectations are realistic based on your trading plan, based on your risk management, based on reviewing your trades, that you have your expectations in check. Okay. Number 5, you don't know when to walk away. Once you hit your 1%, your $1,000, $500 a day, 600, whatever your trading plan is, sit on your hands, get out, turn it off, and go away. You have a whole month to make your $6,000, right? Or to make your, maybe you're not making your $1,000 a day, maybe you're making $500 a day. You're still going to get $10,000 a month in trading 20 days. I'll take it. Know when to walk away, right? If the market's turning on you and it goes the opposite direction, don't double up. Don't try to get back in it. Don't trade, I'm going to trade 10 contracts this time instead of the 2 I was trading. No, just get out, learn to live, and trade again another day. Access to Top Step, I'll say right here, if you guys want to take a snapshot of this QR code, this will get you to the Top Step website, or you can go to topstep.com. So I personally use this broker, and I do not receive commissions for using this link. So if you link on this and you go into Top Step, again, you're going to get access to them. You can go into, they'll have their discounts on the page. You can get a Top Step account. You can get a 50,000, whatever, try to account. Once you sign into that, again, we go over it more next week when we start our classes back. We've got a holiday this week, but once you go into it, it will ask you what kind of platform you want to use, whether it's the Quantower, the Tradeovate, Ninja Trader, whatever. Let me know before you guys do it so we can go over that, because I want to make sure you're in the right platform, right? Again, I would recommend Quantower because I've used it and I can help you through it, or the Tradeovate one, because again, I'm using that one now and I can walk you through that. Or you can sign up for one of the other ones I haven't used. I won't be able to help you there, but they also have their own, which is called Top Step X or something like that. And I have 2 accounts under that because they gave out big discounts last month. So I have 2 accounts. I just haven't used them and haven't logged into there. But once I do, I can show you that as well. But again, I would recommend Quantower or Tradeovate from Top Step. Okay. Everybody get a chance to screenshot that or copy that or go. And I am recording this, so again, I can share it. I can share all this information with you. Again, you guys can just text me in our group chat and I'll get you all the information you may need. Okay. The next one I recommend is Apex. Now, the reason I joined Apex, listen to this. In TopX, we talked about having 5 accounts, right? That you can have open at once and trade at once and make money at once. In Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts. Are you out of your mind? 20 accounts? Yeah, Tamara, I'll review it too. I'll start our lessons next week, and we'll go through it. I'll go step by step even more. I'll record this. I'll give you access to the thing. You can look over it again. But yes, 20 accounts with Apex. So I'm like, why would I stop at 5 accounts? The greed part of Anthony, right? Why would I stop at 5 accounts when I can do 20? Now, you got to make sure you're consistent. You do the same thing, but Apex is a little bit different than Top Step with their payouts and with their rules and those sort of things. Very similar, but a little bit different. But 20 accounts all at once, and you can trade them on Tradeovate, which is where I'm trading Apex on Tradeovate. You can group them all together, 20 accounts at once. You make one trade, all 20 accounts make the same trade. So now, if you're making $10,000 a month on one account times 20, is that $200,000 a month? Could be. Not saying it will be, not saying it's guaranteed for you. I'm just saying could be. Those are the potential with these brokers and with futures and why it's so incredible. So again, you can copy this one. If you do, I personally do use this broker and I may receive affiliate commissions. I am an affiliate of them. I was able to sign up with them. This will help me. This is what helps me pay for, my classes and things like that. So if you do get Apex, please sign up through this QR code here, because I will get a little bit of a commission when you use that. So again, Apex, I am using good broker. I haven't had any issues with them. Yeah, I like it. All right. I talked about the indicator. So this indicator, you can see over here on the left side, this is what it looks like in TradingView. I still use TradingView to set up my trades. And then you go into their platforms to actually execute the trade. You can execute the trade for Tradeovate directly from TradingView. So you can make your trade in TradingView if you're connected, if you have a Tradeovate account. I don't recommend that. You can, it's a little bit slower. There's a delay in there. So you may not get the like I said earlier, the trades right away. If you click and it's at $50, maybe you only get $40 because you clicked it and it's got to go through different platforms to do it right. So I just don't do it. I use their regular platform. But anyways, back to this. So STS Forex, a guy named Ken Baggett, created this, and I've used it. I started using it for futures because I'm like, well, yeah, it has a stop loss. So every trade it's going to call out. You can see the stop, right, or the buy and the sell markers that it gives you. When it gives you that, it also gives you that box. It gives you the line to, which is your entry point. It gives you the TP1 and the TP2. You can see the two green boxes. There's your TP1, TP2, and it gives you the red box, which is your stop loss. It automatically gives you all that information. Okay, so again, this is STS Forex Futures Indicator that I have used. I've recently stopped using it, but I'll tell you why in a second. But very good. I used it. I was winning with it. It works. It's $150. Again, I am an affiliate of his as well. If you click on this, I do get a couple bucks for it. So please use this login link if you are going to get this one. If you're going to get, I would recommend getting it soon because he is looking at changing it. He has two indicators. The first one was $150 one time also. He just changed that to a monthly fee of $150, and he's looking to do the same with this one. So $150 one time, you get in, you buy it, it's yours forever before it goes to $150 a month. Okay, so again, Ken Baggett, you can follow him on, I follow him on, what is that, Facebook. And he posts on there. He shows his winnings. He shows what he does. He has good videos on the website. If you go to his website, there are videos that shows you. He explains how to use it, why it calculates the way it does, and everything. So, very good indicator for futures. But I recently changed, and the reason why is because I was like, won't my indicator work for futures? Hell yeah, it does. My midnight pips indicator that most of you guys already have it. If you don't have it, hit me up and I will get it to you for free just for being on here tonight. my indicator works. Normally I charge $7 for it, or you get it free with your monthly subscription, but I'll give it to you guys for free if you don't have it. Those of you guys that do have it, I use this and I'm making $800 a day with it. It gives me the buy signal, it gives me the sell signal. I have it connected to my phone. As soon as I get the signal on my phone, I jump on, I'm in the trade, right? I make money, I show green, I get out. So this is my indicator. I created this. I gave it to most of you guys, a while ago, but I was like, why am I using somebody else's indicator? Doesn't mine work? I thought maybe mine only worked on Forex. But nope, I tried it. It worked on the charts and it works and it makes money. So again, you don't have to spend 150 bucks if you don't want to. If you like the other setup, great. It works. And it gives you the stop losses. Mine doesn't. Mine just gives you the buy or sell, get in, watch the candles as they go up and your money starts turning green. Take it. Again, I'm a scalper. So when I go in and it turns green and it makes 100 bucks, I get in, get out, right? I do that a couple times a day in the mornings and I'm done. Okay. So again, if you'd like it, use it, right? Free, absolutely free. My gift to you guys, right? My gift to you guys. Again, I want to provide value to you guys. I want to share everything I can with you. I'm giving you my indicator for free just for being on here tonight. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you my $1,000 a day. This was last Thursday. So I am connected in this. This is the screenshot using my indicator, right? The midnight pips indicator. You can see over here on the left. It gave me sell signals. This was at the bottom. You can see the yellow circle, 6:30 in the morning. What happens at 6:30 in the morning? New York Open, right? 6:30 in the morning. So I made a quick trade. I saw the sell signal. I was up early waiting for this thing on Thursday. I saw the sell signal. I got in. Once you're in and you're connected in TradingView to Tradeovate, it will make these little red arrows, blue arrows on here. This just means you got into a trade, you got out of a trade. Okay. So it makes these little arrows on your chart. Not a big deal. It just shows you where your trades were. So you can see I had a red arrow. I got the sell. I went in on the next candle. So I got in this. When I got out of the trade, I sold it. It gave me this blue arrow because the market started changing and going up. So I made, I don't know, 50 bucks or 40 bucks or something right there. Not a lot, but I was like, no, market's still moving sideways. Nothing's happened. I'm just going to wait for the open. So 6:30 came. The stochastic at the bottom, right? We've gone through this before. Once stochastic is overbought or oversold, you're going to start looking for that. Didn't quite get oversold, but it was close enough and it started moving up. We started seeing a lot of volume. So I do use this volume indicator that we've added, and that's normally on there. You can add it just called volume, and it will show you the volume of how much is being traded, either in the positive or the negative direction. So I saw all of this volume moving up. I saw stochastic start moving up. I knew this was the beginning of the market and we are going to have a lot of movement. So the PSAR flipped, right? You got the little PSAR dot. I got a flat bottom candle. I got into the trade. Yeah, Logan, I know it's exciting, right? Got into the trade. Take it. Got into the trade, right? First candle went up. Again, I scalped it, made 80 bucks or something like that. Second one went in, made 80 bucks. Third one went in, made 80 bucks. All on the same candle. I got in, got out. It went down, I got in, got out. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades all the way up, right? Stair stepped it all the way up. So I made half of my day, 500, 600 bucks. Okay. Once it got up to the top here, right? Again, I saw the PSAR. I started changing, chasing it, stair stepped all the way up. Once it got up to the top, it started slowing down, and I saw that we had a level of resistance up there. I knew that it was going to start turning, so I waited. And I got in on this candle when it started going down. I made a couple bucks there, but I saw the stochastic start going down. Once it started going down, I knew that momentum was going to change. You have the volume here. Everyone was starting to sell, right? So I got into the next couple of candles. I finally got the sell signal. I made 2 trades on that one candle as it was going up and down. I think one I lost, so I had to get back in. And then I saw a support line down here, knowing that it was going to change and going up. So I waited. I said, okay, I got out after that candle, made a couple bucks here. So I think I was up to, 800 bucks or something at this point. Watched it go up, but I didn't see a lot of change here, right? Stochastic wasn't. I wanted to wait for stochastic to go all the way down and hit through my zone before I started getting into it. Waited for it to start to come down again. Finally got a sell signal, right? PSAR flipped, got my sell signal, got into the next candle, right? Made another 100 bucks, made another 100 bucks, gave me $1,000 day watching my candles off of my indicator, right? So again, it's possible. And these are 1 minute candles, by the way. So between here and here is probably half hour. Well, sure, 650 from 610 to 650, 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, I made $1,000 and I was done for the day. How'd you like to make $1,000 in one day? 40 minutes of your day and have the rest of your day to do whatever you want. Pretty exciting. And I'm telling you, futures, it's so different. You don't start off in drawdown. You don't sick of going into my MT4 and I make a trade for US 30 or whatever, and I'm automatically down minus $100, minus $200. Like, what the hell? And you have to wait for it to come back up. No, as soon as you start this one, it moves, boom, plus $20, plus $30, plus $40, plus $50. You're in. It's going. Now there is drawdown. Again, it moves up and down. But once it gets up $40, $60, $100, I get out. I take it. I wait for the next move, the next candle open. If it's the same move, flat bottom, get in again. Right? We talked about this. Stair step it all the way up. Right? Walk the dog, yellow brick road. I don't have all my other indicators on here, but we talked about all those before. Right? Bloodline, walk it up. Each candle, $1,000, 40 minutes. All right. Guys, I wanted to share this with you. We're a little bit under. It only took me an hour to get through this, but again, if you're interested in anything I have, Midnight Pips, you can go on there and look for the subscription, monthly subscription. I'm going to start again next week, doing my 2 nights a week classes for you. We're going to go over futures. We'll talk about futures. We'll still talk about Forex and gold and whatever else you guys want to talk about. Well, do you guys want to talk about marketing, or you guys want to talk about other business strategies or anything else? We can talk about that too. But I'm going to start focusing more on futures because, again, I think it's the future, right? None of this, I can't get MT4. I have to use a certain broker. I don't have any other brokers to use. I can't get MT4 on my phone. Nope. Futures is all regulated, right? All the brokers have to be regulated because it deals with contracts, real contracts. And so the government watches. So they know what you're doing. So again, this is not some weird offshore broker that's out there that's going to take your money. They're not going to manipulate the market. Right? You'll still see that because the banks are doing that. Institutional banking, we've gone over that if you've been in any of my classes in the past, but it's not the broker doing it. The broker's not going to throw up their spreads and make you lose and any of that crazy stuff. No, it's all the same market. Once you're connected, they're all the same. I had 2 different brokers at the same time looking. The numbers were exactly the same. Not like one broker was up here, one broker was down there. Maybe this one's a little bit different. The spread's different on that one versus this one, right? No, it's all the same. So again, guys, I hope you guys have learned something or get excited about this. I'm excited. I'm excited to share it with you. Excited that it's something that's working that I think you guys can do. There is a little bit of investment up front, right? $100 a month or whatever to get in. If you, I forgot an important piece for Apex. If you use this link, by the way, to get into Apex and you want to buy a futures account right now until July 9th, I believe it is, so the next week, if you buy using this link, you will get 80% off. Plus, you can clear your account in 1 day. So you can get in $100,000 account, probably cost you $38, something like that, because you get 80% off. Probably cost you $40 instead of $99, or I think theirs are more expensive, like $180 or something like that. Costs you like $40 to get in. And if you hit your 6,000 in 1 day, you can clear it in 1 day with them for right now, for the next week. So Apex is another reason why you go. TopStep has their own discount right now. Again, I think we showed that earlier, right? And it's always on their page. Get back up here. Yeah, normally like $325 a month. See, it's only $99 a month right now. So you can get in. You'll get the $99 deal for them with TopStep. But again, you'll get with Apex using my QR code here, my coupon code that it gives you at the bottom of that. when you enter to purchase that, you have to enter it. And then once you go into purchase, it'll ask you if you're using a coupon code. Make sure you put in that coupon code that it shows you on this screen when you use this link. And it'll give you 80% off. Pretty fantastic. Last month they had a sale, which is when I first started learning about it, was 90% off. So I got my accounts for like $20 or something, $29. Pretty crazy. But you can get them right now for like $30, which is still a fantastic deal. $30, $40 for $100,000 contract. You can get a $50,000 one for $20, but why not go over 100,000? And you can get 20 of them and trade them all at once and then stop working. So again, guys, in my office here, you can see me, but wanted to share that with you guys. Again, we're very early. Does anybody have any questions that I can help answer for you guys? I can go back over with you guys. I know it's a lot of information. I am recording this. I will share it again with you guys. I'll give you the link to it. I'll put it in my YouTube so you can have it. But again, I definitely think futures is the future of trading and the way to go, right? Especially by using other people's money. You don't have to put your own money in and risk losing it. The worst you're risking is going to be what? $50 from Apex and maybe $100 from Top Step. You know, I know we paid a lot more than that on some monthly accounts, right? Or some monthly subscriptions services that we've had in the past. So you can do that and you pass your account, you pay the $149, you're out of it, and you're not paying any monthly, and now you're just making money, right? And you can use my free indicator to get you what you need. Okay. Any questions in the chat, guys? Anybody miss anything that I can go over for you? I know I have you guys muted, but you can type in the chat. Make sure that I answer for you guys. Anybody that does not have my indicator, if you need it, you can send me a text in our Telegram group. I'll make sure that you get it. If you're not a part of that and you want to be a part of that, send me your information here in the chat here, and I'll send the information over to you. I'll send you the link so you can get it. Just send me your, I need your trading view ID to give you the indicator as well if you don't have it. I need your Telegram name, and then I can add you to the group. Send that to me and I will get you the information. All right. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this early. I know I scheduled it for 2 hours. I had a lot of information I want to go over. I thought maybe we'd have more people and have some information, but again, those that didn't show up, they're missing out. Because like always, I'm here to provide value for you guys. Whatever I'm learning, I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to give it to you guys for free and hopefully help you guys win. So please let me know, guys, again, if you need anything. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Have a great evening, and we will start again next Tuesday. I will send out messages on Telegram again for starting our classes. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. See you later.
Man, I got hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams, hopes and dreams, yeah. You know that I stay dreaming, you know that I stay dreaming, oh.